into the winning column, and for the first time at home. Starters for the Eagles are going to be the Golden Eagles, Lucas Torres, Braxton Francis, Mikolaj Dashkevich, Yatum Brieger, Conrad Spitas, and Max Nissen, along with libero Isaiah Luff. As we get ready now for the starters, Tyler Roki will be the libero. As for Catawba, Max Atkinson will be the libero. Archer gets the start along with Wyatt Easton, Justin Arrowwood, John Cordray, Anders Christensen, and Logan Neitzel. No Christian Smith for Catawba. He's not dressed. That's their leader in assists on the season. So that is a massive loss. The man who orchestrates this offense, already having an outstanding year, nearly 200 assists already, 182. That is a massive hole to fill for Catawba, and they will look for the freshman Archer to do so. A Zionsville, Indiana native, 6'3". Kekona Ulu starting for Catawba tonight. Will go back to serve here. Catawba or Golden Eagles, who will prevail? We find out now on Flow Sports. Eagles set it up top and can't draw it up and execute it much better than that. Great job that time by Torres, the 6'5" senior with 77 kills on the season. A BYU transfer starts it hot for the Golden Eagles. Braxton Francis back to serve. 25 kills, 14 blocks on the young year for him. Golden Eagles 4-4 on the year, serving error there. 3-2 at home, 1-2 on the road. As for the Catawba Indians, 2-2 overall. They're 0-1 at home, 2-1 on the road. Ulu got a piece of it. They'll get it over Justin Arrowwood. He's been outstanding for Catawba in the last few matches. Try to draw it up top. And deflected up top. Good work from Catawba on the front line. Neitzel using that 6'10" length to his advantage. Fired up after the block. If you're just joining us, starters for the Eagles: Tyler Roki, Lucas Torres, Braxton Francis, Mikolaj Dashkevich, Yatum Brieger, Conrad Spitas, and Max Nissen. As for Catawba, Kekona Ulu, Justin Arrowwood, Logan Neitzel. Ace right there for Easton. Anders Christensen. And Easton back to serve here, as well as making his career debut is Mason Archer, be tasked with running the show in a distributing fashion for this Catawba team. Brieger raises it up, and that was a heat-seeking missile coming down from Torres. That one too hot for Catawba to handle. Catawba with a 3-2 lead early. Catawba led by head coach Bill Ferguson. Robert Poole leading the charge for the Golden Eagles. Quinton Ward, his assistant. Bill Ferguson's assistant is Raheem Thomas, who played here for the Golden Eagles, played for the Golden Eagles a couple of years back. That one's heading over towards us, a collision with the scores table here. Archer up high, Arrowwood the deflection. That block, can't execute it, another one. Conrad Spitas just putting some spin on that one. A 6'7" freshman, over 45 kills on the season, inching closer and closer to 50. When this Eagles offense gets in a rhythm, Golden Eagles offense gets in a rhythm, you can already tell how difficult of a task it will be for this Catawba squad to contain them. Last year in the game at the University of Charleston, as we see the ace right there, no shot on handle on that serve. 3-0, the Eagles swept Catawba 25-19 in set 1, 25-17 in set 2, and then 25-18 in set 3. The setter, Brieger, goes back to serve. He's got 9 aces on the season, 323 assists for his team. Archer up to Arrowwood, and it's blocked up top. Spitas says not today to Catawba, and the lead is 5-3. Catawba, a tough match against Belmont Abbey. That was one. Belmont Abbey led 25-21, then 25-18 in set 2. Catawba showed some grit in set 3, got to force a set 4 for the 25-20 win, but set 4, a great bout as a serving error on the Eagles. Golden Eagles would concede that point to the Catawba Indians. The Catawba Indians would fall short in set 4, 30-28, just an absolute barn burner of a set between them and the Crusaders. Archer now serving. Long way for Brieger to go and track it down. Spitas couldn't quite punch that one home. It's blocked, but it did not land back in. So point Catawba. Catawba without their setter and Smith. That's a tough blow, but this team is ready for the storm. Big opportunity for Archer here and a tough team to start it out in your first one against. The Eagles dial it up and decimate Catawba yet again. Spitas sinks it in. Looking at the season so far for the Golden Eagles, started out with a sweep of Lees McRae. Then they played in the UC Invitational. Got a win, but then lost to McKendree University. Bested Damien University too, so a strong start for them. Speaking of strong, too strong there by Christensen. Oh, they'll say it was touched. A narrow, must have just nipped the fingertips that time there. So a 6-6 start here early. Blocked up top. Archer, they fake it to Netzel. Arrowwood with the soft tap. Atkinson got a handle on it. That one came down hot. Now Ulu trying to make something out of nothing. Diving effort by the Golden Eagles keeps it up. And a block! The front line for Catawba finishes off an impressive rally back and forth for both sides. Seven to 6 Catawba. And a serving error. And Justin Arrowwood coming off an outstanding 19 kills in his last outing. He is the 12th. Arrowwood with the 12th best kills per set average in the country at 3.9 strikes and ranked 16th nationally with 4.4 points per set. Dimitris Meniskas will serve it over, but they could not get back in time. One Catawba. And a serving error against Neitzel. A lot of those already, and as is most of the case with men's volleyball, right, you get a lot of these serving errors in there already, 4 combined. How about Catawba with 4 block assists early? Their front line defense has shown up and shown out already. They had a total of 5 blocks in their last match. Archer up high. Easton tried to put it down. Great lateral movement from Roki, who was ready for it. And that one bouncing all over off the ceiling. Atkinson somehow gets to it. Miraculous from Catawba. Golden Eagles try to set it up. Easton got just enough of it to deter Spitta's kill attempt. Another blocked, and good eyes by Catawba allows them to take a 9-8 early lead in this barn burner of a first set. Christensen goes back to serve here. Eagles get it up cleanly, and then they're able to put it down. Braxton Francis making the most of the opportunity there. The 6'4 sophomore from Plainfield, Illinois. After the Crusaders' successful tournament, they got wins against Purdue, Fort Wayne's, lost to Ball State. It's a tough bout there. Lost to Queens 3-1, but were able to turn around and best Queens the following match 3-0. Then a win against Central State University. Ace for the Golden Eagles there. And the Mount Olive match was 5 total sets it went, and a narrow loss for the University of Charleston Golden Eagles in that one. Niski serves it up, and a miscue that time. Too many Golden Eagles occupying the same space. Allows Catawba to get it back. Quick turnaround for this Golden Eagles team. We talked about the Friday matchup. It was 27-25. Mount Olive took set 1. Charleston would take sets 2 and 3. Then the Trojans would take set 4, and a narrow set 5 win for the Golden Eagles. The Golden Eagles not on the same page there, and it will be point for the Catawba Indians there. Neither side able to garner much separation early. Ulu back to serve. Talking about something here, or they're cleaning something up, I believe, or a substitution. Can't entirely tell at the moment. Ulu did not see any action for Catawba against Belmont Abbey, so his first match of the week here. Got the start in a big spot. No Smith, no John Cordray either for Catawba. This is a short-handed Catawba squad. So far, giving the Golden Eagles everything they can handle. Ulu at the ready to serve. Lucky bounce over the net. Crusaders try to get it over to Torres. Catawba with the initial deny. A try for another block. This one passes through. Ulu on the move. Not a clean set. Will allow the Crusaders to draw up what they want. Berksey put it up, and it's settled down by Braxton Francis. All knotted at 11 early. Strong serve from Francis. Adkison able to get to it in time, and Airwood denied. Good job by the Crusaders keeping it in, too. Manikas with the block, the 6'8 freshman from Athens, Greece. Shows off the impressive length and vertical there. Catawba does not want to start 0-3 at home, obviously. It's a program currently 500 in its young years, 15-15 overall. Another serving error that time. Netzel will come back on for Catawba as Easton goes back to serve. Easton coming off a 3-kill outing. 2 digs in that one, a couple of blocks too. Was it touched by Catawba? It was. No contest from Catawba that time either. Charleston with the points. Neeson back to serve. The junior drives it over. Netzel up top. Couldn't get a strong push on it. That's blocked. Nice work from Catawba. Couple of one-handed taps. Nice effort from the Golden Eagles. That time it was Christensen who tried to do it himself. Ended up hitting it out of play. Archer. Ulu denied. That's about as clean of a block as you'll see. An impressive play made up front. All over it was Torres. That's our immediate timeout as the Golden Eagles start to separate 15-12. But it's still early in set 1 on Flow Sports. (15-12), the current lead enjoyed by the Golden Eagles. Been a really fun first set so far, very much back and forth too. This is a team that is very skilled, Bill Ferguson told me. Said they're a group that they play straight forward. They're not unorthodox, maybe like a Belmont Abbey. They just play straight up. A lot of Europeans on this team. They play a very physical brand and said we're going to have to be at our best if we want to get the victory. Not at his best at that time was Torres on the attack error, failed to get it over the net. Point Catawba. 7 kills early for the Golden Eagles, 5 for Catawba, 4 attack errors on Catawba. Couple of reception errors for Catawba so far. Still those 4 block assists for Catawba looming large early. Archer back to serve. Nearly took the head off of Torres. He keeps it up. Not a clean block up front as the Golden Eagles able to power it through. Once again, Spitta's all over it. 3 kills for Torres, 2 for Francis, 2 for Spitta's so far. As for Catawba, 3 for Christensen. Arrowwood with just 1 so far. His first ever collegiate match here. He had 23 kills against Lees McRae at home. Redshirted last year. That year did him wonders. Now he's back to serve for this Catawba squad. Catawba's hitting percentage at 199 is the 47th best in the country. Nearly touched the speakers in Goodman Arena off the reception that time. And another miscue off the Golden Eagles. Despite losing the last match, Catawba recorded their second best hitting percentage of the year at 238 with their second most digs. And they did not start hitting great in that match. I mentioned just 18 in the second set, but they really turned it up those last few. Brieger teed it up, and the Golden Eagles close it out. 17-15 the lead, and a back and forth first set. Both coaches still with a timeout, not 1 but 2 in their pocket. Catawba with an extra day of rest. Golden Eagles with 2 matches in a short span, although both these teams have not been able to play as many matches as normally the case, especially Catawba due to all the weather and the way we had to shift everything around. Spitta's now serving. Archer, Neitzel, too tall. The giant on the floor, knocking it down. Look at what Neitzel's produced on the season for this Catawba team. It's 20 total kills entering today. And also, we know he can be a force to be reckoned with in the front line. Nice to have someone that tall able to serve, too. Last touch by Archer. That one nearly took his head off. Right now, Catawba trading points with the Golden Eagles, and that is not what this team can afford to do. Spitta's back to serve yet again. And an ace. Ulu unable to handle it. Coach Ferguson not going to use one of his timeouts just yet. Spitta's with the ace, and no, he just took a second to take it. He does take a timeout. 19-16, first timeout of set number 1. "25 kills last night for Spitta's. You thought he might be a little rusty. That is not the case at all. Season high in kills for him with those 25. 3 matches in a row in which he's registered double figures in kills. And he just recorded an ace there. He's now had an ace in 3 consecutive matches. Ulu passed it through, coming in hot off the ceiling. Golden Eagles ready for it. Atkinson got a handle on it but could not turn it back in. And the cushion is now 4 for the Golden Eagles. Talked about this Catawba team just unable to register a home win so far on the year. Both matches at home have gone 4 sets, but they've ended up on the wrong side of each of them. Spitta's a serving error. Catawba welcomes that one. Christensen now going back to serve. Against Belmont Abbey had 6 kills, 4 digs, and a block. Strong serve there. Crusaders able to get, the Golden Eagles able to get exactly what they want, though. Neeson all over it there. And yet again, Yatum Brieger is setting this team up for success with every opportunity he's given. Max Neeson back to serve now, getting the chance from his teammates. Archer. And Christensen unable to put it down that time, but the Golden Eagles continue to put it down at will. Spitta's again, no choice but a timeout for Bill Ferguson. 22-17, the set 1 lead for the University of Charleston. Back here on Flow Sports, the Golden Eagles have started to take flight in set 1. We'll see how much Catawba has left in the tank as they battle with this talented team. They're going to get over 500. They're 3-2 at home, 1-2 on the road. Archer, they fake it to Easton. Ulu squeezed it through somehow. They got it back up. What an effort there. Arrowwood might have been out, but they play it anyways. Good job slowing it down from the Heat that time. And once again, an impressive rally. Both these teams want this one so bad, and unable to handle it that time was Anders Christensen. No Cordray, as we mentioned. That's a guy who averaged 3.2 kills for this Catawba team. 19 kills, 4 blocks in his big season debut against George Mason. Easton finds the weak spot. Diving effort from Roki, not enough. 23-18, Catawba's still in it, but they gotta build on some momentum. How about the difference in kills? 14-6 right now. 4 attack errors apiece for both sides. Catawba hitting 83 at the moment, but 333 are the Golden Eagles. And obviously when you're trailing, hurting yourself is even more challenging to come back from. That's just the 3rd serving error on Catawba. 5 already on the Golden Eagles. University of Charleston, West Virginia, making a stop in Salisbury. This is game 2 of a 4-game homestand. Catawba will see Benedict this upcoming Thursday, and then Tusculum on Friday. On the move, that was impressive play by Torres. Catawba got a piece of it though. Arrowwood tried for the 2-handed tap, and it's a point for, the way they said Golden Eagles at first. No, point Catawba. They will say that it was touched, I believe, by Brieger that time. Easton heads back to serve. 5 points the difference here. This could close it out here if Catawba's not careful. And as is, oh my goodness, Ulu with what an effort to keep this one up for Catawba. But a block quickly will conclude set one. So 25-19. That's how we close out set one on Flow Sports. We'll be back for set two in a moment. It was the Golden Eagles who took flight late in that set, but the Catawba Indians still with a chance to clip their wings when we return to this evening's men's volleyball matchup. Set two ensue on Flow Sports right now. Appreciate you all rejoining us here as the Golden Eagles took the first set 25-19 from Catawba Indians. Short-handed Catawba tonight. Christian Smith, John Cordray both not dressed. If Cordray played the full season, at least or all the games, based on how he projected, he'd be the leader in kills. But you know who is instead? Justin Arrowwood, who just drove in an absolute missile there. Nice work that time. It's 1-0 Golden Eagles here. And 1-0 Catawba, 1-0 on the match, of course, for the Golden Eagles. Neeson back to serve here. Ulu denied. Good block up top. There's been a couple of clutch blocks by the front line. Torres, the main distributor that time. Looking at what Torres has produced on the season. Only played in the one set last night against Mount Olive, but before that had 20 against Central State. Atkinson got it first. Now over to Arrowwood, and it drops in. Be a point for the Catawba Indians. So 2-2 early. This is very similar to how our last match started. Neither team was really able to garner any separation early on. It wasn't until 15-12 that we saw this Golden Eagles squad start to pave a little bit of a way. And of course, they would go on to win 25-19, and that is just too easy. That's where it's so hard to serve to some of these elite teams like this. You just loft up a softball there, and Francis is going to absolutely deliver it right back in your face. Now the Catawba Indians go to work, and yet again, a clean block. That one by Brieger. The setter also can do it defensively too. Brieger over 270 assists now on the season. Last night with 35, 33 against Queens in match 1. In match 2, he had 50 assists in that one, distributing at a high level. Lucky bounce off the net that time. Arrowwood. Can't power it home. And it deflects off of the hand of a Catawba Indian, so this one is not going how Coach Ferguson would have hoped. His team only down 3 still really early on in set 2, but right now it's all Golden Eagles to open this one. Archer, Netzel, it's blocked again. Manikas right now is all over everything Catawba's trying to do, and the difference is 4 right now early, 6-2. Coach Ferguson is going to take a timeout. Not liking how this one's trending, and understandably so. The difference is 4 early for the University of Charleston. Francis still serving here for this Golden Eagles team that is doing an outstanding job, at least so far. Catawba's got their hands full trying to topple Francis and his teammates who have been impressive early. Archer puts it up for Neitzel. Did that land in? It did not. It's another point that belongs to the Golden Eagles. Atkinson now up high, and it's misplayed by the Golden Eagles, so a much-needed point for Catawba. Arrowwood there for it. And they'll cross over. Ulu trying, and he did not hit it cleanly. Deflected off the antenna. Point again for the Golden Eagles, 8-3. Golden Eagles looking to get over 500. Catawba just trying to win their first game at home here. Arrowwood, that one cleanly recovered. Roki was all over it. Opposite way now, it's Torres. Archer up to Arrowwood, who streaks down, and there was no chance they could handle that. Too hot to handle. Point Catawba. That attempt comes in. Well played by Catawba. Block. Oh, but it was reattempted yet again. Nice work by Charleston. They have been so strong early and weathering the storm well against this Catawba team. And misplayed. So a point for the Catawba Indians. Golden Eagles took set one, 25-19. And right now set two is all Golden Eagles, but Catawba still has plenty of time to work with. Up top, and it's just punched down. Too easy for Manikas. Manikas now goes back to serve too. And our match total so far today, 19-12 is the difference in kills. 375, the difference in hitting percentage. And Catawba 0-53. Oh my goodness, joust up top. What an effort, the diving fashion by Brieger just to get a handle on it. And down the middle, that is too easy. When the Golden Eagles set it up, they are almost impossible to stop tonight. Torres teed off there. Archer dump off, crafty, he timed it well. And the Golden Eagles were not ready for it there. Ulu head back to serve. Coach Ferguson with one timeout already used in this set. Hoping to not have to use another, of course. Team was down by 6, they cut it to 5. Ulu now serving. Coming into tonight, 9 kills for him, 10 airs on the season, 4 serving airs to acquire an ace. And we're checking over something here briefly, making sure our scoreboard is all set. Ulu back to work. And a serving error, as we mentioned, that's his 5th on the year now, too. Spito's back to work. The freshman has been fantastic early. Easton, his kill attempt is blocked. And then once again, just the sheer power of Torres. He's up to 7 kills. Spito's is up to 6 for Catawba. Arrowwood with 6 is the most. 13-6. The lead is now 7. Serving error that time is just rifled in the lower part of the net too. And mistimed by Catawba there. Another serving error that will hurt them. Reminder, Catawba back at home this Thursday and Friday, 6 p.m. against Benedict, 7 p.m. against Tusculum. All matches on Flo Sports. After last night's thriller, and after tonight, next week, University of Charleston, West Virginia will take on George Mason in back-to-back matchups Friday and Saturday. Arrowwood crushes it through. Now Archer back to serve. And another crushing kill attempt for Francis. 10 assists for Catawba's Archer, 18 already for Brieger. 6 digs for Brieger as well. He leads his team in both categories. No one with more than 3 digs for Catawba, 3 individuals sharing that distinction at the moment. Ten attack errors charged against Catawba, just 4 on the Eagles so far. Golden Eagles. Atkinson hits the deck, gets it over, but that wasn't exactly what they wanted. And Brieger just tried to dump it off. Catawba was ready for it initially, and it ends up being a costly decision as it yields a point for the Catawba Indians. We're at 15, of course, but no, our timeout was already used, so no need to take an extra one here. 15-9 the lead. 10 block assists for Charleston. Remember, Catawba had 4 early. They haven't had one since. 7 serving errors against the Golden Eagles, 5 against Catawba. Brieger. And down the middle comes Spitta. Arrowwood. Was that touched? It was not. Thought it was from my angle, but no, point for the Golden Eagles. Coach Poole in year 2 leading this program. 16-22 record overall. 14th year coaching for Bill Ferguson. His career record is 175, 153. 9-16 this evening with Catawba. It's another big-time block up front as the Golden Eagles continue to own the front line. Timeout Catawba. 17-9 the difference. (17-9). Coach Ferguson is out of timeouts as his team trails by 8 in the midst of the second set. In danger of falling to 0-3 at home. Catawba has got to get cooking here soon. Anders punches it home. Anders Christensen delivers. Look at Catawba's matchup against Belmont Abbey. And this Catawba team had less kills, 59-45, less aces, less blocks, less assists, and less digs. It was a match controlled. And nice effort to keep it up. Speaking of control, good body control there to get to it. But then Arrowwood misses the layup. It was an easy opportunity there and just couldn't finish it off. (18-10). Marco Cost is now serving. And Catawba was unable to get to that one, as it would have collided them with the scores table here. Golden Eagles. Catawba competitive in all their sets. Maybe not late in the second against Belmont Abbey, 25-18, but a danger spot here to fall behind by potentially 10. But serving errors will help out with that, as the 6'4" senior from Germany, Kost, ends up costing his team an opportunity to go up by 10 with serving error. Christensen drives it over. Brieger, cross-court setup. And yet again, the Golden Eagles deliver. Neeson with an absolute bullet there. What adjustments will Coach Bill Ferguson be able to make? No Smith, so you're starting a freshman setter here so far this evening. You got Cordray out, one of your top players in general. This Catawba team arguably missing 2 of their 5 best here. Christensen's attempt slowed down. Neeson had it returned back to him. Off the head, that's playable, and then it collides with us over here in the scores table. They'll see an off the head one very often. Playing a little soccer in Goodman Arena, it would have been playable. It didn't bounce over on the other end, just too far to get over there. It's the Golden Eagles team, 25th in blocks percent in the country at 2.1. Catawba not far behind it with 28. At 28th at 2.2. Leo Trainum comes on to serve. The sophomore saw limited action last year. He's going to have a very brief serving stint thanks to Spitta's sensational attack there. No timeouts left for Coach Bill Ferguson. Golden Eagles have all their timeouts. They're going to make a substitution coming in here. Timothyusz Zaderberny now comes on for the Golden Eagles. And the Golden Eagles cannot scoop up the Easton attack. And he'll head back to serve too. Catawba down, but not out of it in set 2. Would take a Herculean effort on the comeback, but still time available. That one out. It was too strong that time from Spittas. In the second set, Golden Eagles have been hitting .588 so far. My goodness, Catawba not even at 80 right now. Look at the attack errors, 8 on Catawba in this one. Haven't been many on the Golden Eagles at all. That might have been the first one, that last one. That one came in with some steam. Diving effort from Roki to keep it up, and the Golden Eagles make something out of nothing as they get it over, and a good job dumping that one off from Archer. Oh no, Archer collided with the net, I believe, so that's a point for the Golden Eagles. 22-14. Catawba men's and women's basketball teams each got to win. The men's volleyball teams hoping to do the same, but not starting on the right side of things here tonight. Arrowwood, not a clean set, so they just got to get it over. Brieger goes back to Spitas. Ulu sold out. Arrowwood, the recoil. He gets it back just enough. Oh, and then totally mistimed by Torres. One of the rare mistakes he's made today. He could have tried to set up, but tried to go for the quick pass off for the kill. And that was an ace. Ulu with a timely one. And just like that, the difference is 6. Catawba still hanging around. Archer back to serve, the freshman. Brieger, and that is just too hot to handle. The motion so clean from Francis with a fireball there. 6'4" sophomore after the kill will head back to serve here. Francis in last night's bout with Belmont Abbey, with Mount Olive at 10 kills, season high for him. We talked about a lot of lucky bounces that afforded to the Golden Eagles team. That was not a lucky bounce. 23-17, and a timeout by the Golden Eagles. (23-17). The Golden Eagles have been strong, but Catawba's slight surge here has forced Coach Poole to take time out of the day. As a Catawba team, even though they're just in year 2 as a program, they lost a lot from last year's team. No Trevor Phillips, Eli Zadonik, a volunteer assistant now, or grad assistant, more accurate. So still a lot lost from last year's squad. Luke O'Neill, another one. Not easy pieces to replace. And when you're down Christian Smith and Cordray, tough act to follow. And Arrowwood with a serving error. That will set up set point here for the University of Charleston, West Virginia. Brieger's been leading away with assists. Now he will be tasked to do so with his serving. Easton up that time, Archer that time up to Neitzel. Golden Eagles get it back. Now up top to Torres, and that will do it for set number 2. 25-17. The Golden Eagles take care of business yet again, and it is 2-0. The Golden Eagles have claimed both, and Catawba finds themselves in a hole. Set 3 coming up next when we come back on Flow Sports. Set 3 in the moments will be underway inside of Goodman Arena. Could be our last set of the night with the way this one's trended so far. It has been all Golden Eagles early. 25-19 in set 1. That was competitive too till we got about 15. It was a 3-point separation, 15-12, and then from there Golden Eagles, that last set, it ended 25-17. They led by as much as 9, and that one was one that just got away from Catawba. It's just the Golden Eagles are operating on a very high level of success right now tonight. They got all the momentum. The way they're executing, it's been crisp. They've been the stronger team to this point, and that's played out in the stat column and the win column as well, at least for the sets. So we'll see what Coach Ferguson and his team can do. Down their leading setter, Christian Smith, down one of their top players in John Cordray, a shorthanded Catawba team, giving it all they got in this third set. And it starts with a serve from Ulu. And did Archer, was touched by Catawba. They're trying to say they didn't touch it, but it was a point for the Golden Eagles there. Francis back to serve yet again. Block assists 13-4. This is a Catawba team. They had those 4 early, and they've been completely shut down in that stat category. This is a Catawba team. They have double-figure block assists in all their sets. Their season low was 11 against Belmont Abbey just a couple nights ago. Outside of that, they've been over 15 in all of them. So this stingy defense has been troublesome. Good switch up that time from Christensen as it allowed them, Catawba, to capitalize on the point and send Easton back to serve. 9 serving errors for the Golden Eagles, 6 for the Catawba Indians. We had 13 block assists as we talked about, just 1 block error, 24 digs from the University of Charleston, West Virginia. And I believe someone's tape a piece of equipment or someone's tape just came off. So we'll discard that to the side. Nice to see Jacob Brown out there for Catawba. He's only played in I believe this is actually his first match of the season. He was outstanding last year with 73 kills in total. Catawba was trying to key it up to him, but they get the point. So a nice start for Catawba to this third set as they tie it up at 1 apiece. Rieger set it up. Good job by Brown raising up for the block. And a good job just squeezing that one through the muscle of Spitas. Too much for Catawba that time. But I mentioned we're just excited to see Jacob Brown back out there. Carolina University transfer from 2 years ago, the junior. Had a 10-kill game against King. 73 kills last season, 1.7 kills per set. So Coach Ferguson shaking things up, employing Brown here. Archer over to Anders and Anders Christensen, and just not a clean hit that time. Christensen on the season has been between 6 to 9 kills in all of his matches on the year. No aces yet. Several serving errors though. Torres drives this one over with some fury, and Brown rises up, and you could see everyone for Catawba fired up. Even a guy like Wyatt Easton, who Brown just checked in for. One of the loudest roars we've heard from the crowd tonight, too. You love to see that for Brown. Not just a great player, not just a really strong player for this team, but also a great person as well, too. Someone that's easy to root for, as all these guys are with this Catawba men's volleyball team. One-handed dig, or reception at least, from Adkison, but Catawba unable to get there after it. 5-3, University of Charleston, West Virginia with the lead. Demetris Dominikas now back to serve yet again. And a serving error will yield the point to Catawba. Looks like a Golden Eagles team that has just taken out their frustrations on that narrow 5-set loss to Catawba. Brown will now head back to serve. He had 10 aces a year ago. He did not have a shot at that one, though. I'd love to know the miles per hour on the absolute missile from Conrad Spitas. Well over 50 kills now on the season. Torres with 9 kills. That'll give Spitas 10 kills this evening. Arrowwood with 8 kills. No one else for Catawba with more than 6. Great eye by the Catawba Indians there. Yield the serving error. Christensen back to serve. Still looking for ace number 1. It's not an ace, but this is a free ball for Catawba. What will they do with it? Easton tries to level it down. Goldie's on top of it. Ulu at the ready. He'll get it back. It's denied. Archer. Ulu again. And it's a point for the Catawba Indians. And we're all settled at 6 in the midst of set 3. Yeah, the cowbell's going a little bit behind me too. This is a Catawba fan base that has not lost any of their drive. And Coach Poole not liking the performance so far in set 2. So we take a break on Flo Sports, all knotted at 6. In the midst of an incredibly tight set 3 so far, 6-6 early. We find ourselves in this match. Catawba has yet to take a set off Charleston, West Virginia in the 5 sets they've played after the sweep a year ago. And a serving error on Catawba will quell some of the momentum that they had at this point. Last year for Catawba, Zadanek and Jacob Brown were the kill leaders. Cam Reeder, who is dressed, but we've yet to see tonight. The leaders for Catawba in kills. Archer up to Easton. And unable to get low and grab it that time was Neeson. So another point for Catawba. Now it'll be Ulu heads back to serve. Catawba team just trying to put together a quality and complete set of volleyball and head to set 4. They've done 4 sets every time they've been in Goodman Arena. Arrowwood had a clean block that time. Jotan Brieger has been outstanding, not just in setting up his teammates for success, but on the front lines as well. He's gotten 27 assists on the night. He has 4 block assists. 3 block assists for Torres. Nanikis with 4 block assists too. That one was hammered by the Golden Eagles. Not a chance it was staying in there. Francis with the serving error. And he will be subbed out shortly after. Easton back to work for Catawba, the team's leader in blocks a season ago. Christensen not able to settle that one in quick enough. 31-24 the difference in kills in this evening's match. Hitting percentage 419 to 116. It's a Catawba team that normally does a decent job of holding their opponents down in hitting percentage, but they struggle to do so against Belmont Abbey, and so far today also having some issues. Arrowwood got the initial dig. He got it back, couldn't crush it. And a big-time block. Jacob Brown and Justin Arrowwood combining for a clutch deflection. Archer now serving in this 9-9 third set affair. Good serve. Brieger still able to reach it. Deflected off the net, but Torres still powered it through. Arrowwood with the soft tap. Neeson will tee it up for Torres yet again, and Torres will not be denied a second time. Once again, this Golden Eagle squad is the first to reach 10. 12 serving errors against the Golden Eagles, just 7 on Catawba. But then we talked about the difference in attack errors, 16-6, looming large for Catawba. They'll fake it to Brown, and Arrowwood squeezed it right past and upset Manikas. Nikas knew he could have had that one, but a crafty play and design by Catawba there. No stop at 15 as we had that early timeout from Coach Poole. Not pleased with how his team is performing. I imagine he'll hold on to this timeout for now as this Catawba team's got them close, and then a serving error will give Catawba the lead. The resolve from this team, impressive. Arrowwood serving as Torres coughed that one up. And a costly serving error when you get all that momentum heading your way. It's a Catawba team that does not even average an ace per set a match, so not among the not very highly ranked there. 1.5 aces per set for the Golden Eagles does put them in the top 20. It's their highest national ranking. Brown goes up top. Look at the elite elevation, and from the peak throws it down. 12-11 Catawba with the junior from Columbia, South Carolina, Brown, a little amped up as he then commits the serving error right after. Atkinson comes back on for Catawba. Atkinson this season stands 6th in D1 and D2 with 2.4 digs per set. And his 21 digs against Belmont Abbey are still the best in a single match nationwide. Spitas with the serve, and he commits the serving error. So some sloppy serving plaguing us in set 3 so far. And another point for Catawba. The Golden Eagles are campaigning that it was touched, but to no avail. Just an Arrowwood chirping with Brieger on the other side, saying he did not touch it. And now the lead for Catawba's 2. Lucky bounce forces the Golden Eagles to hit the deck. Atkinson on the go. He was able to get it. Now Ulu going to try for something. This one lands all the way on the opposite end of the basketball hoop, basically. Free ball passed over. Here we go. Archer, Arrowwood down the middle. Oh, he's mad at himself. He missed what was an easy kill shot there. 14-13, the current Catawba lead. Anikas back to serve. Oh, excuse me, this is Neeson, the 6'10 junior. Him and Neitzel, the 2 tallest players on the floor this evening. Christensen carves a path through for another point. And the lead for Catawba remains 2. Catawba must win this set to force a fourth after losing set 1, 25-17. Excuse me, set 1, 25-19, set 2, 25-17. Ulu got the nice bounce. And that delivered effectively from Braxton Francis. Archer over to Arrowwood, the 2-handed tap. Golden Eagles keep it up. Now it's Torres. Archer on the move. Back to Christensen, denied. But this allows Catawba to set things up cleanly. Arrowwood got it past. Nice work from the Catawba Indians, who continue to carve out a path for success. Easton will head back to serve yet again. 3 kills on the night for Easton. Been held without a block so far, not normal for him. Good block from Arrowwood, and a nice work by the Catawba Indians as Justin Arrowwood is taken over. Him and Christensen are delivering what is now a 3-point Catawba cushion in the midst of set 3. Got to imagine Coach Poole's got to be toying with using that second timeout here. Probably wishes he didn't pull the trigger on the one early when we were all tied up. But when his team could still execute like that, might not need a break. Torres, too hot to handle. Be his 11th kill of the match. Spitas with 10. The block assists have quieted down. That's one thing Catawba's done a good job, is diversifying their attack plan. Free ball passed over, and it's blocked by Archer. Normally that one is easy for the opposition to connect on, but the crafty freshman Archer had other plans. Coach Ferguson told me this would be a fist fight today, just like it was against Belmont Abbey. Obviously, Catawba took a lot more punches than they gave in those first two sets, but right now this Catawba team delivering several blows, including one of themselves on a serving error right there. 18-16 in the midst of a heated set 3. Torres will serve once again. The seniors from Brazil, a BYU transfer. Closing in on the 100-kill mark on the season. And we mentioned we've had a lot of serving errors in this third set. That is not stopping. And a timeout from Coach Poole. He'll finally cave and use it. We'll see if the Catawba Indians can keep things rolling for their first set win of the evening. (19-16). Catawba has really come to life in this third set. Not a beat down in the first two, but Catawba yet to reach 20 in either one. And a nice little stroke of luck. Justin Arrowwood can do nothing but throw the hands up in the air. How about this Catawba team right now? They lead 20-16. They've taken their lumps over the course of this match, but right now they are thriving and having a good time in Goodman Arena. Brieger teed it up, and was that out? It was! Point Catawba. The lead is 5, by far the largest they've had today. Arrowwood continuing a strong serving stint. Brieger with a nice set though. And then Arrowwood with a strong dig on the kill attempt from Torres. And that one deflected off the shoulder of Roki. Wow. It is hard to illustrate not just how well Catawba's playing, but how much the pendulum has swung and some of the good fortune department too. Jacob Brown was inserted. Catawba obviously made a few other slight changes and they've really done a good job of avoiding some of the tough frontline defense. All those blocks early hasn't been as much of a theme, and this time it is a team that gets blocked there, and you see just the frustration from Coach Poole as he punched it out. His team's behind 23-16, and all he can do is look and say, yeah, I'm out of timeouts. So he probably wishes he had one more he could burn right now, but credit this Catawba team. Looks like we're heading for a fourth set. Another nice bounce. How about Justin Arrowwood just putting the team on his back? And no chance Catawba could slow that one down. But this Golden Eagle squad was due for a quality kill. It's not over for Catawba, and obviously the Golden Eagles have gone on some strong runs. Catawba with 23, by far the most they've had today in a single set. The longer this match wears on, the more the fatigue could set in for this Golden Eagles team, considering they played the 5-set thriller last night. A block, and Atkinson not able to get there in time. Coach Ferguson has both of his timeouts. Doesn't want to use one just yet. Spit us back to serve. Christensen, did that deflect off the top of this team? It did. And they're trying to say they did not touch it. I thought they did. Coach Poole is trying to campaign his case. As I mentioned, I'm pretty sure that they touched it. And that sets up set point Catawba. Jacob Brown serving. Number 2 trying to give Catawba set win number 1. Hammered it through. Did it drop in? Oh, it did not. Serving error. The difference is 5. 24-19. Golden Eagles got to be perfect if they want to bring out the brooms in Goodman Arena. Archer down to Christensen. And the Golden Eagles get just enough of it. Archer trying to set it for Christensen, not at the exact set they would have wanted. Brieger crosses it back. Atkinson somehow kept it up. Ulu comes ahead. He's got it, and Catawba's got the win in set number 3. 25-19, they take it from the Golden Eagles. What a comeback. The never say die mentality is strong with this Catawba squad, and it's the reason we're heading to set 4. We haven't had a nail biter yet. Neither of the team that loses has gotten to 20. See if that changes in set 4. The Golden Eagles with a chance to win. The Catawba Indians trying to force set 5. We return on Flow Sports. The Catawba Indians have carved out a couple of quality kills, performances, opportunities in that third set, and against all odds, at least at how it looked early on, down John Cordray, down Christian Smith, here we are in set 4. Every home match for the Catawba Indians on the season has gone to a 4th set. The problem is they have lost all of them so far, the other 2, in 4 sets. They will look to turn around their fortune today as Conrad Spitas goes back to serve. And Jacob Brown thought he was serving, so that was not the case. And Catawba going to put Max Atkinson in his place instead. Catawba in the first set just hit 150. Catawba in the first set hit 111. The second set just 63. That third set, 308. And you can see this Catawba team playing with a new energy, a new fire. And Justin Arrowwood, oh, he just missed the mark in the corner. Nearly started it a strong way with a kill. University of Charleston, West Virginia, no doubt frustrated that they are in this 4th set after feeling like they were in control for the majority of the first 2. Catawba kept pace with them throughout the entirety of the 4th set and separated late. Lucky bounce that time. Archer up high, and Christian Anders, exquisite. Brieger. And did they drop it in? They did. Nice location that time for Max Neeson, who saw an opportunity and was able to exploit it successfully. 74 kills in last night's match in a losing effort the Golden Eagles had against Mount Olive. Archer over to Anders Christensen, and he could not fit the tight needle in, so 3-1 Golden Eagles leading early. Neeson, the junior, 31 kills on the year for him. He's back to work now. And it'll be a point for Catawba on the serving error there. Ulu with some power that time, but not able to keep it in. In that third set, Catawba had more kills narrowly than Charleston, West Virginia, 12-10. Hitting percentage 308, just 167 for the Golden Eagles. That's 6 attack errors on Charleston. Catawba's had several of them. In the second set alone, they had 9. Good rally going on here. And that one bounces out. Point Catawba. Four to 3, an opportunity here for Easton to put Catawba in a favorable spot. Brieger able to reach it. And that one unable to be blocked cleanly by Archer. Torres teed off yet again. Arrowwood really took over in that third set. He had 11 kills now. 9 for Anders Christensen. No one else with more than 3. Jacob Brown has 2 kills since checking in late. Catawba fakes it to him here, and they teed it up well. That was not touched. Oh no, it was touched. Point Catawba. Golden Eagles felt like they pulled back from it, but that's not the case. Brieger and the Golden Eagles. Oh, that was touched by Catawba there. Torres heads back to serve yet again. It's funny, he's 6'5", so obviously incredibly tall, but when you have guys out there like Neeson, who's 6'10", he doesn't even look like one of the biggest players. Archer. Brown wants it, and Brown delivers. He didn't pop up till the third set, but Jacob Brown in his season debut has 3 kills for the Catawba Indians. Arrowwood back to work here. Strong serve, but it's well recovered. And that one, somehow Arrowwood got to it. There's going to have to just be a free ball over, but it was a free ball played out of bounds by Catawba. Catawba up to 154 on the match, hitting-wise. Golden Eagles still at 325. Serving errors 15 on the Golden Eagles, 12 against Catawba. 15 block assists for the Golden Eagles. Catawba racked up a lot of block assists in that third set. They're up to 10 now on the match. Each team with 4 reception errors. The attack errors 21 on Catawba, but no error to be found for Catawba there as they claim point number 6 to only trail by 1 in set number 4. Samuel Alo will check on, the sophomore making his first appearance of the day. Neeson will exit. Brown back to serve, and it just missed the mark. He nearly had one in. Lead back to 2. Spitzel back to serve. 34 assists now for Brieger. Ulu got it through. Ulu in one of his best performances of the year. So it's 5th kill for him. 2 assists. And a serving error once again. We found in charge to Catawba. Samuel Alo with the serving error. As we said, we've now traded him a couple times here. Alo at the ready. In set 4 just a few days ago, it was 30-28 Belmont Abbey won it against Catawba. Catawba with an opportunity. This one will come hot off the ceiling. Actually still get a decent opportunity over to Torres, but he's not able to drop it inside. 9-9 once again. We were here in the first set, the third set as well too. Coach Poole not wanting to use his timeouts early here. Misplayed on the serve, so as we mentioned, serving error after serving error slowed down the momentum a little bit for each side here. Francis, another serving error. Just waiting on someone to get it over the net anytime. And now Easton will look to try and get it over. It's an easier one here, but unfortunately, you see how easy it was right there for this Golden Eagles team just to eviscerate the ball. Now Brieger will head back to serve. No kills for Brieger so far today. You know, sometimes you see a guy try the crafty little dump off, but he has not opted for any of those. And a good decision by Arrowwood not to touch that one. There's another serving error on this Golden Eagles squad. We talked about when you get to this point after just playing a 5-set thriller last night, is this when the fatigue sets in? Feels like that's the case. And obviously as well too, this Catawba team has just figured something out. A lot of credit to Coach Bill Ferguson and the rest of the Catawba staff, but oh my gosh, we have another serving error here too. Oh, it is rough right now for any server out there. That's such a fun match, and then now we're just trading air after air. But you see what happens when Catawba lofted the one over with ease. The Golden Eagles just absolutely eviscerated it, and we got another serving error here. 12-12. Arrowwood will go back to serve. He had some strong serves early on. Maybe there will be a hope for a non-serving error here. Gets this one through. And that one touched off the fingertips of Arrowwood. Spitas with the deflection. We had 3 serving errors in a row. And we have already, in this 4th set, had a combined 10. And we haven't even reached 15. Ulu will get it back. It's blocked and then coughed up. Another opportunity here. Archer. Ulu again denied. And a nice job that time by Spitas, able to turn it back. If the Golden Eagles score a point here, then we will have our media timeout. Timeouts at a premium in set number 4. Catawba does not want to lose another set 4 at home. Hard to believe this team could go to 0-3 in set 4s in Goodman Arena on the season. Barely deflected over the net, but Brown has an opportunity. Blocked. Ulu, he's blocked, and Arrowwood couldn't get there in time. That will take us to our first timeout. A 4th set filled with serving errors aplenty, has the Golden Eagles up 15-12. This is how we were at our first media timeout in the first set. We'll see if it plays out differently or if the Golden Eagles will take set 4, and thus the match when we come back. Back to work on Flow Sports here. Golden Eagles lead 15-12. Media timeouts in the books. Both coaches with their timeouts to use. And Jacob Brown just dunking all over the Golden Eagles. What a season debut it's been for him. His elevation is on another level. Got the slam dunk contest coming up soon in the NBA. I would love to see Jacob Brown in it. Serving error in his last go around, and another serving error. Such a problem these two teams find themselves in. Serve it over lightly, you basically serve up on a silver platter. An easy kill opportunity for both teams to get in set offense comfortable and then come through. But get too tricky with your serve, and you have a serving error. See what the Golden Eagles opt for here. They get this one through. Archer up to Arrowwood. Basically going to be a free ball for Catawba. What can they do with it? Atkinson. Archer, Ulu, and it gets through. Point Catawba. 16-14. The Golden Eagles lead is being cut into. Anders Christensen back to serve. The freshman with a serving error. Stop me if you've heard that before this set. Samuel Alo now back. The sophomore from California set to deliver. And no chance for Ulu to handle that one. That's an ace. In fact, that will be the first of this set. We have a combined 12 serving errors. Coach Ferguson's seen enough. He's got to burn his first time out. His team trails by 4 in a crucial set 4. Bill Ferguson not loving what he's seeing. His team falling behind, decided to burn timeout number 1 of 2 in this 4th set. Golden Eagles still with both of theirs. University of Charleston, West Virginia took sets 1 and 2. Catawba came through with an outstanding 3rd set. And a serving error is committed that time by Olo. He had the ace, then a serving error. Ulu now serving. Sophomore seldom saw time a season ago. Kekona Ulu from Hawaii distributes it across, and the Golden Eagles decimate with a kill there that leaves a crater. We got a break here while we get things sorted out quickly. There we go, back to work, 19-15. The cheers and chants loud for Kost, who comes on and absolutely hammered that one, too long gone. Back to serve goes Easton. Easton, the sophomore, he's played some big games with this Catawba squad. Brieger. It's blocked. Wow, that was massive. Archer, and what could very well be a game-changing deflection. Means Easton will remain the primary server. This one a little light, could be problematic, and it's blocked again. Arrowwood, or they just didn't get it over enough, and now it's 19-18. Coach Poole pleads his case, wanted something. Up high and putting it down low is Lucas Torres. First to reach 20 are the Golden Eagles, and of course whoever's been the first to reach 20 goes on to win this match. Arrowwood, did he creep it in? He got it. A clutch delivery from Justin Arrowwood. (20-19), a tie here would be everything for Catawba. Rieger up high, and was that not touched by Catawba? Indeed it was not. We are all tied, and Torres is irate. Felt like that was touched, or at least landed in. That not the case, and yet again we are all knotted at 20. On the move, it's blocked. Jacob Brown. Wow. Christensen, Brown, big time blocks. 2 timeouts for Coach Poole. He's got to take one. The Catawba Indians are thriving at home. They fell behind by 4 and now have surged ahead to lead by 1, 21-20. This is the first time we've had both teams late in the set still in it. Don't go anywhere. You're watching men's volleyball on Flow Sports. Catawba's got a great feeling right now because they lead 21-20 in the midst of a back-and-forth set 4. The Golden Eagles took set 1 and 2. Could Catawba force a 5th set with back-to-back victories here late? Would be impressive, and they got the chance to do exactly that. Ulu kept it up. Now a nice effort just to get it back over by the Catawba Indians in scramble mode. And Brown, it jumped off the back of Brieger. But yes, the University of Charleston, West Virginia stayed with it. Ulu taps it up, a heated point, both sides back and forth, and Catawba, will that be the 4th touch? No, it was not, because it got tangled up top. So Catawba still with it, but no chance there. An absolute fireball came flying off the fingertips of Lucas Torres. Torres might have done something there to draw the eye rate of one of the officials, or just said, like, calm down at least, because we're in a discussion right now here. 21 all with Torres, who just delivered the major point back to serve. Our last set 4 in Goodman Arena went 30-28, so buckle up, everyone. We could be here for a while. Archer up to Brown. Brown would not be denied. Flexing on the Golden Eagles. 22-21 Catawba, 3 points away from a set 5 in Goodman Arena. My, how this match has completely spun. And it's a serving error on Arrowwood. No, it was in. No, it was not. No, excuse me. I'm sorry. They pointed in for a moment, but miscue that time. 22 all yet again. Conrad Spitas is back on here. He's had an outstanding match. He's got 11 kills. Torres with 15. Several aces for the Golden Eagles, but Brown with the opportunity. It's blocked! And all of a sudden, now the lead belongs to the University of Charleston, West Virginia. Brown has been so good. Coach Ferguson going to take a timeout. His team down by 1. Golden Eagles have the match win in their clutches, but Catawba right on their heels. (23-22). The Golden Eagles enjoying the comforts of a 1-point cushion, which in some ways feels like a massive advantage this late in the match. A reminder, Golden Eagles want to win it in 4. Catawba desperate not to lose another on their home floor in 4, trying, fighting, clawing to force set 5. Spito's back to work. We'll see what Coach Bill Ferguson and his team drew up out of the break. No Christian Smith, no John Cordray, but they got a chance to take the Golden Eagles to 5. Oh, this one goes the wrong way. Catawba going to get it over, but it's basically a free ball. Up top. And the Golden Eagles mishandle it. Oh my goodness, that was as easy an opportunity as they'll get, but then they get it back. This one's coming towards us nearly at the broadcast booth. Another free ball, and we have a point for Catawba as it's a double touch called on the Eagles. Golden Eagles there, wow. The Coach Poole does have a timeout left for his team as we're all tied at 23. A reminder, of course, it is win by 2. It's not just 25. It's the first to 20. It's first to whatever 2 plus the advantage would be. Conversation going on here as we get the first time today, I believe we've seen, or make it the second actually. No, Miles Genesis is coming in the first time. How about the trust Coach Ferguson has in the true freshman to throw him in this major of a spot? We'll see if he can deliver. Tied up at 23. Oh, it did go out? It did. They were trying for the touch. It did not graze a hand. It looked like it might have for a moment. And that means it is match point Golden Eagles. Catawba has fought so hard to get to this point. They lost 30-28 just the other day in the fourth set. It can't end here for this team, but it could if the Golden Eagles can close it out here. Spit a serving error. We're square at 24, meaning we'll take a little more than 25 to figure out if there's going to be a set 5 or not in Goodman Arena this evening. And that one absolutely obliterated by Sam Aloha. We did not see a lot of him early, but since he has come back on, he has been impressive. And another serving error on the Golden Eagles. It's been the thorn in their side all match long, and especially in this fourth set here. Look at it now. They've had 22 serving errors on the match. Catawba with 20. 25 all. Ulu back to work. Atkinson somehow contained it. Arrowwood. And they won't get there in time. Collides with us at the scores table here. 26-25, a chance to force a fifth set coming for the Catawba Indians here. Ulu didn't even play in the last match, and here he is serving in a huge spot. And he smoked it. Serving errors with spots to win it have been a theme, and we're all tied back up at 26. Braxton Francis now look to forge this one over. You can see the massive exhale on Francis as he fires it right into the net. Another serving error. Oh my goodness. Serving errors aplenty. If we look at just the fourth set today, we have had a combined 19 serving errors. And actually, this is behind. That'll be the 11th set error against 10th on the Golden Eagles. So that'll be our 20th serving error in this set alone. Catawba with a chance to go to 5 here. The bullet comes over. It was a low-hanging serve. They'll cross-court set it. It's driven through. Catawba feeds it right back on the block. Another opportunity. Torres, it deflects. Ulu couldn't get there, a diving effort. Oh, this one is heated in Goodman Arena. Bodies on the floor, sweat all over the place. A heated men's volleyball showdown between Catawba and the University of Charleston, West Virginia. All settled at 27 again. Mission number 1 for the Golden Eagles got to be just get it over. They'll do so here. Not a strong serve. Arrowwood the opportunity. And this one touches off the ceiling. It came in hot. Not a good set. One of the rare mistakes we've seen from Brieger all night long. Once again, set point Catawba coming up here as Archer heads back to serve. We needed 30 to decide the last one. Catawba only got to 28. A chance to get to 29 would mean they could have a chance to win in the fifth set. The Golden Eagles execute that one to a T. Torres nearly took the head off of the Catawba front line. That'll be his 17th kill. Arrowwood with 14 kills. Torres is serving. And that's one. Catawba trying to get to it. Will they be able to get it over? They cannot. The Golden Eagles with an opportunity for victory. It can't end this way again for Catawba. The fourth set against Belmont Apley, we've talked about it several times now. It ended 30-28 in the fourth set. If the Golden Eagles win it here, they would fall by the same exact score in 4. But it won't happen because right on cue, there's another serving error from the Golden Eagles. The fatigue has to be setting in. Catawba's got to be fired up about the chance to go to a fifth set here. Here goes Arrowwood. And this one, the reception was rocketed right back over. Brown wants it. No, it's a fake, and it's misplayed. Anders Christensen could not draw it down the line. Opportunity for the Golden Eagles to win it yet again. 30-29 here. What do they want to do here? They have failed to get it over on several occasions. Manikis lofts it up. Brown wants it. Nope, yet again, they cue it up to someone else. Golden Eagles stay with it. They dump it off, and that will do it. And that is how tonight's match ends. 31-29 in the fourth set. Wow. How about that? And it's the unlikely hero, Samuel Alo late, who has the match-clinching kill. 30-28 for Catawba lost in the fourth set just days ago, barely 48 hours, and today they fall by a similar fate in 4 sets. 31-29, Catawba falls to 0-3 at home on the season, and the Golden Eagles get to over 500. They go to 5-4 overall. Catawba falls to 2-3 on the season. Wow, what a night, what a match. This one was electric start to finish. If you tuned in for the entirety of it, you were in for an absolute treat. Golden Eagles hit 279 in total. Catawba at 144. 25 serving errors. Golden Eagles were able to overcome that many. 21 on Catawba. The block assist, 22-14, a difference there. Just an unbelievable match here this evening. 17 kills for Torres. Spito with 11, Arrowwood at 14. Great night distributing for Jotam Brugger as he had 40 assists in his debut. The Catawba fans go to thank everyone. In Archer's debut, he ended up going for 31 assists. All the efforts from Catawba end up not being enough as this team will fall short. 31-29. They could not sustain the momentum in that fourth set, and they fall late in 4 sets to the Golden Eagles. We thank you for tuning in to this evening's NCAA men's volleyball matchup on Flow Sports. I'm JT Wistersill. Your final, the Golden Eagles take it in 4 from the Catawba Indians.